Somebody say yeah, yeah. Say yeah, yeah. Say yeah, 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 yeah. And if you know it, sing along. I'll be down by the river. Yeah, yeah.
When we speak about royalty and when we speak about royal families, we have to talk about, of course, Morgan heritage. Sitting here next to me today is one of the top members, I would say.
Hey.
Well, let's use a different word. What would we say, Gramps? Luke's would kill us. And Gramps would,
one of the vocalists.
One of the leading vocalists of Morgan heritage, of course, a good friend of mine. We're coming from childhood, of course. And don't make the rest of the family know somebody did say lead member. You know? Make we erase that part there. Gramps, what go on? Listen, man. We've been following you guys for so long, of course, playing your music on Soundchat Radio, having fun with it, and that's a great thing. Yes. When you can have fun with music, that's, you know what I mean? Important. The last album that you guys did, you remember you debuted it, a live debut on Soundchat Radio. Yes. It was phenomenal. And I watched you guys perform. Yes. You know, and the crowd is just Morgan heritage all the way.
Rappers in the jukebox every day. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Jamrock, are you ready now? Hey! Are you ready? Are you ready? Jamrock, are you ready? Let me know. Are you ready for some reggae music? Greetings in the name of the Most High. Yeah!
Well, everything they man has their show and it's something more. Put on me that top guitar. So I see the hand I get to a love get it. It's on the function. And this way now we get it. So when I'm there, I'm hard. The moon and star over everything I check. I am at the street roots. Everything we pay at street roots. Down, strictly roots. Everything we pay at street roots. Everything we pay has to be roots. Strictly roots. This is the roots of heaven. Everyone says strictly roots. Strictly roots. Roots in the past. Roots in everything we do from the past. So we not set up the roots we don't feel. A strictly roots I never make up in the revelation. This is a revelation. The roots is in the land. Oh, my son. No matter how they try.
What's been going on with you guys?
Just taking what we did and talked about on Soundchat Radio. Cause that interview wasn't a normal interview, yeah. So we just take what we was speaking about on that interview to the world. That was the mission. As you know, we have been on a U.S. tour, and we hooked up with the Marley family again. We're here on the ship with Jamrock Cruise, and that Catch a Fire tour woke up a lot of eyes, and even within ourselves, we had to look and see that we need to do this more often. That unity, because it's not done enough. It takes sacrifice. Cause yeah, me can go tour the world and make my own money, but it's almost selfish in a way that we're not teaming up, and reggae artists and dancehall artists enough don't put on the next artist. One person I can say does that the most is Bounty Killer, hands down. Bounty Killer put on probably the most artists out of any artist in the world. No boy can test that, but we need to do that more. So the Catch a Fire tour was amazing. When I see we sold out a venue that holds 7,000 people in Virginia, Wolf Trap.
It was what? Morgan Heritage.
Stephen Marley, Damian Marley, Taurus Riley, Joe Mercer Marley, my son Jameer Morgan, Skip Marley, Sadella Marley's son, and the Black Amai.
And the reports were like, wow. Everywhere you guys went, it was just like, wow.
Monster.
What do you think that the unity displayed on that? What do you think the message was that went out there?
It was to show that authentic reggae music, me like to call it the coconut juice, the organic reggae music that the artists from Jamaica can tour together, because you haven't seen that since Sunsplash. Check it. Research it. Because I know you and Soundchat, they always do their homework and history, but you haven't seen a tour like that with artists from Jamaica since Reggae Sunsplash. Big up to Tony Johnson. And since the vision of Tony Johnson, even back then the sacrifice had to be made, because every artist can tour by themselves, but who's willing to make a statement? If they said, this is who we are, this is what we're saying, here it is. This is Rastaman entrepreneurship at its finest. Big up to Soundchat and Irish and Chin, by the way, because entrepreneurship as Rastafarians is a must. But for so long, Rasta have talked and we haven't advanced ourselves into Rastafarian entrepreneurship. When you talk about House of Marley, you talk about Gramps and sauce, my jerk sauce, my Scotchman and hot pepper. You talk about my vitamin line, Jamaican Pride. You talk about the Welcome to Jamrock cruise. This is not play a thing where we're sailing on the water, Chin.
Right. Sailing reggae on water. Marcus Garvey says self-reliance.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
And that's what it should always be about.
Yeah, man.
Self-reliance, depending on oneself. And you guys are doing a great job at doing it, and also spreading the music. I was having a conversation with your brother maybe about 2 weeks ago, Luke Morgan.
Yes.
And I was saying that the people who put in the most work are the ones who seem to get the least amount of credit for the work being put in.
Yeah.
And it's you know, I commend you guys, because even though we know that Morgan Heritage is the family and has been at the forefront of this thing for a while, you guys don't make the lack of credit sometimes get to you. You still keep the work going. I still keep doing, still keep touring.
My brother, that ain't got nothing to do with it. You know where we are come from? Brooklyn, Jamaica. That's why I say we're from Brooklyn, Jamaica, by the way, at Springfield, Massachusetts, that educated us and gave us our education. But let me tell you this, and this is on record. The lack of credit, or when people, sometimes I find that people are stunned almost, because it's almost a different kind of reggae. They must feel like saying, check it, I drink a coconut, man. You know, so we go to some venues and they're like, we've never heard reggae like that before. So it's almost because of our kind of reggae. It's like a melting pot of reggae, because you got that Brooklyn flavor, you got that American flavor on its hardcore roots.
Light up the incense, light up the ancients, light up the lighters, make we light up the world, yeah. We know the fragrance, free up your mind and let a bad mind and make all evil get burned, yeah. Don't get caught in the roadblock, everyone wanna caught in the slogan, yeah. Love is the ocean and confirms an ocean, that is one love. I deal with passion, yeah. Now there's the time and the place for everything. This is the time to free up your mind, body, soul, heart, everything. Let the music take control of you. If you truly love this music, put your hands in the air. Welcome to Jamrock Master. Put your hands in the air. Everybody left to right. Hands in the air. Everyone become free. With a heart and love and make we light it up. Illuminate the world and make we light it up. With a heart and love and make we light it up. Light it up. Everyone become free.
Right.
So it's almost mind-blowing for them sometimes. And then when they digest it, they're like, wow, I'm a fan. So, and it's the same thing when Bob Marley was on the scene. Nobody was into Bob in Jamaica. He wasn't the thing. There was people like Jacob Miller, man did more than Jacob, and Dennis Brown and Gregory Isaac. That was the thing. And it was the same thing back then. And look at what Bob Marley's brand is today. God bless him, children. God bless the lineage of Bob Marley. I know, and he made, we can, you talk to the wheelers and talk to I-Trees and the engineers that used to tour it, Bob, and you'll hear the stories. And I can tell you a million stories. I remember the first time we sailed from England to go back to France on a ferry. You know, the ferry to my Europe. And I was like, so where are we going? It was like a history lesson. And I'm like, this is what we have to go to bring the music to the people.
Yes,
Peter
yes,
gets sick.
yes.
He got motion sickness. And now he's all right now on Jamrock Cruise. But it's a thing where the sacrifice to make for the music, people that make that sacrifice and don't get the credit, or we see a bigger picture. That's why we are focusing on Africa.
Yes.
And focusing on things like we got shows coming up in Malawi, Zimbabwe. These are countries we have never been to.
And by the way, allow me to interject. I've seen footage of Morgan Heritage performing in Africa.
It's
like,
insane.
It's insane, for lack of a better word.
Yeah, man.
Like, you're talking thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of people.
Yeah, man.
And the amount of people that is in the audience.
Mm-hmm.
We've never, and probably will never see that at a stage show in Jamaica.
Yes.
Never.
I like how you said that.
Never.
We will never, and maybe never, Jamaicans challenge us. By the way, there's hardly any Jamaicans on the ship. Did you notice?
Which is true.
Did you notice that?
Which is true.
And it's called the Welcome to Jamrock Cruise. And we are going to Jamaica, but there's hardly any Jamaicans. There's Jamaicans from Canada, Jamaicans from America, from Toronto and the UK. But it just shows you that the music has gone global, Chin. The music gone global. You have reggae artists one time that was just coming out of Jamaica. Now you have reggae artists from Japan. By the way, one of the biggest sound systems in the world that does reggae and dancehall is from Japan. So it shows you it's not just a Jamaican thing anymore. That's over with.
And I'm, people feel a way about that, but I'm one that embraces that.
We
need help to push the music.
Right.
We can't just push the music from the rock alone. We need other people to push the music as well. I usually say that when a Morgan Heritage goes to Africa and performs and they leave, they still need people there to push the music while you're away.
Absolutely. Talk to me, brother.
So we need African reggae artists and African reggae DJs, or, the music will only be played when we visit that territory. Yes. It makes sense.
One of the biggest things for me, Chin, is when I did and hear Africans and Europeans talking like Jamaicans. Because me and you, we talk like Brooklyn, like, what up, yo, what's up? But that's who we are, people. We're born in America, but the Jamaican Talawan Trong in our way. That's how I say rocker, so that can't change. Because if I was born in Germany, we'd be like, oh,
yeah. We would have a different swag, different slang, and different everything.
Right, but we're just multilingual. But when you see what's going on in Africa, it's truly amazing, especially in places like Gambia. You have people in Gambia that speak like they are Jamaican. People in Senegal, in Kenya. And to see the DJs, I'm like, Chin need to talk to some of these guys, because these guys are influenced by Jamaican dancehall culture. And we in Jamaica, sometimes we are mash up the dance. Sometimes people not support the dance. Jamaicans, we are so proud. Those who are in tune to Sound Chat Radio, listen, this is one of the most educational, not because you're my friend or not because we're doing this interview, but there's so much education of even the past history. I was in my hotel one day and I was bored. I had the internet. It was just German TV. I went to soundchat.com.
Wow.
And you know what I was watching? An interview with Lady G, and you with King Jammies.
Yes.
And I was like, this
giving us the history of the music.
And this is what we need to do, Chin. When we see it, like I cry more and cry, because he's an emotional guy, to make good, you tell you. And when we see it, it's like, this is a story that needs to be told, and it's not being told enough in Jamaica.
Right.
I actually think you need to be on mainstream television in Jamaica, because somebody you them where I listen to these artists today, there's a lot of artist development that needs to be done in Jamaica. And that's why it's like a fast food thing. We're just spitting them out and then the artist done tomorrow. And people, when Greggy was just alive, Greggy just passed for the year, Greggy was still touring up till his death.
Right.
Shabba Ranks can come out right now and mash up any stage show. Missy Tiger at Best of the Best earlier this year. Mash it up. And I'm like, why? And you see a young artist come out today and flap on the show.
And these guys are going 20 years strong.
And these guys are going 20, 25 years strong. And you see a young artist have a bad troop on the radio. And I see people like Popcorn. Let's talk about most recently. If Popcorn is a pop artist. he has a swag there and a vibe and an energy that is just different, but he needs guidance.
Right.
Maybe I got to go into management soon, and his team is doing an excellent job. But I see even artists like Roned. Roned is a superstar to me. And there's so much artists that needs guidance.
More business structure centered around the artist. More vision from the artist management to structure the thing so it can reach where it needs to be reached. This is something that we've been talking about. This is something that we've been fighting with for decades. You know what I mean? But still got to commend you guys because it took you some time to realize that. But now you guys are realizing that we have to be entrepreneurs. Yes. We have to have branding. Yes. We have to have merchandising. We have to have all of this stuff. And you guys are doing like a really good job. I see Jamari's coming up now.
Yes,
and well. I see where you're ushering him out. You know, I saw the performance last night and Peter brought him on.
So I said, excuse me, pretty ladies. Nice to meet you, my name is Jamrock. And ever since you moved right around my way, my eyes are blessed by your beauty, girl. So I just wanna know, do you have a pain? Cause shorty for you and I have plans. Here's my number, let me know if you're interested. This is a girl in my neighborhood. Everybody wants her and I want her too. But too much and too much watchy. I'm trying to get to her, but everybody's watching. This is a girl in my neighborhood. Everybody wants her and I want her too. But too much and watchy. I'm trying to get to her, but everybody.
You know, he did his thing, and his song was doing good in Hawaii at one time.
It was #1.
Yeah, and so definitely another level of Morgan heritage, next generation of Morgan heritage. So it's definitely a good thing. Yes. Gramps Morgan, Sound Chat Radio, and of course it's always a pleasure to speak to Morgan Heritage here. They have so much to talk about, so much experiences, and also they're keeping the music strong and alive. And as the album speaks for itself, Strictly Roots.
In stores now, get it. It'll change your life, and you'll get a flavor and a taste of the future of where we're taking the music. So Cool to Be Conscious, new label. Big up VP, you've birthed us. Now we got Cool to Be Conscious music group, where we're looking to sign artists and show people the future of this music.
Sweet. This is there was a time. All I wanted to do was only the things that mattered to me. Yeah, but where the man and the woman is at home, a man's gotta do what his family needs him to do. But when he comes home, everything will be alright. I'm gonna say, mommy, hold on, everything will be just fine. I'm gonna say, I'm gonna know, everything will be alright. So Bobby, hold on, everything will be just fine. All of the man, them say rockers. And all of the ladies that know to make rice and peas scream. Now this is the Jamrock cruise with inside macaroni and cheese. All who love rice and peas, say yeah man. Ladies, when we come home, we just kick down the door and say like this. Yes, I know that you miss me, baby. Yeah, and I know the children too. So many times when I'm so far away, it's thoughts of you that carry me through my day. It's not easy for a man to live this way, but I knew that's why I pray that when I come home,